Hello everybody. So today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about integration. So now I will show you how to answer. I will put about cosecant of s squared on numerator and denominator. Next, we have the formula in here. Cosecant of s squared equals to cotang s squared plus 1. So, we need to change this one into this one. Next, we need to use about integration by substitution. So I will put about u equals to cotang s. Later that, we need to do first the derivative for the both sides, and we have negative cosecant of s squared ds. Because we don't have negative sign in here, so I will put negative go to the left. So this one we change by u and u. This one with ds we change by negative du. So I will put this one going here. Next, we need to use about integration by substitution. So I will put about u equals to t squared because I want to cancel about the square root. So I need to use about t to the power of 2. We do first the derivative for the both sides. So I will put this one going here and here. Du we change by this one. This one we have t and t we have t squared. This one we have t to the power of 4. Next, we know that 2t squared we can put into t squared and t squared in here. So this one I will put positive number 1. Later that we put negative number 1. So in this situation, we can separate them in here. That should be like this. Next, we divide both sides by t squared on numerator and denominator. Similar for this one. Next, I will add, I will put negative number 2. Later that we need to add part about positive number 2. This one, I will put about positive number 2. Later that we need to put negative number 2. So negative number 2, that is about t multiplied by 1 over t, and we see that this is about identity. Similar for this one. Now I will concentrate this one first. So we need to use about integration by substitution. So I will put about z equals to t minus 1 over t. So if we do first derivative for the both sides, and we have 1 plus 1 over t squared dt. So this one we change by z. This one in here we change by dz. So the integration of this one, we have 1 over the square root of number 2 or tan of z over the square root of number 2. Number 2 in here, that's it from here. So about z, that is about this one. Now let's go to the second one. Now we use this one in here. So we can use about integration by substitution. So I will put about z equals to this one. Later that we do first derivative for the both sides. So this one we change by z. This one we change by dz. So this one, that is about identity. So I can put into z minus the square root of number 2 and z plus the square root of number 2. Because number 2, that is about the square root of number 2 to the power of 2. So the next one, I will put about 2 with the square root of number 2 on numerator and denominator. Because I want to create about the factor in here. So this one we have the square root of number 2 plus the square root of number 2. Next, I will put z in here. Later that we need to minus about z. So this one divide by this one, and this one we can do about factorization by negative number 1. So this one divide by this one, and this one divide by this one. So we have 1 over z minus the square root of number 2. And similar for the second one in here. So the integration of this one, we have ln of the absolute value of z minus the square root of number 2 minus ln of the absolute value of z plus the square root of number 2. and I will put about C. So about Z, that is about this one. Now we return back in here. So the interaction of this one, that is about this one. So the interaction of this one, that is about this one. Now about T, that is about this one. So we put the square root for the both sides, and we got about T equals to the square root of U. Now we need to change T into this one. So about U, that is about cotx. This is the end. Thank you for watching.